Do you ever see a sign that catches your attention? Or maybe a thought-provoking bumper sticker? People who work in advertising and marketing are experts at getting our attention. They know just what billboard or television commercial will convince us to buy certain products or behave in a certain way. I have always been fascinated by the kinds of things that people hang on their bathroom walls. I visited a church once where the rector posted his parish newsletter on the walls of the bathrooms in his parish hall. He called the newsletter the toilet paper. It was actually a very creative way of communicating to his parish. In my home, growing up, my mother would sometimes hang a plaque with an interesting saying on it on the wall in our bathroom. My favorite plaque had the following quote: "Humility is a funny thing. Just when you think you have got it, you have lost it. Just when you think you have got it, you have lost it." The life lesson here is that we humans get overconfident. For example, how often have we seen a football team take a commanding lead only to lose to the other team in the last few seconds of the game? Not too long ago at a Thursday night Eucharist, we heard the passage from the Gospel of Luke that contained the story of the rich young ruler. As you recall, the ruler thought that he had done everything he needed to do to become a disciple of Jesus, and was very disappointed to find out that he still had a long way to go. Just when you think you have got it, you have lost it. In this morning's reading from the first letter of Paul to the Thessalonians, we hear pastoral encouragement and support for a young Christian community. Paul is trying very hard to motivate the Thessalonians to keep up the good work, to keep their faith. While he does not have all the marketing tools that exist in our world today, he very effectively uses the communication techniques that are at his disposal. He tells the Thessalonians that they are living and pleasing God as they have been taught. They are living and pleasing God. But then he urges them to, quote, do so more and more. Paul understands human nature and knows that people can sometimes think too highly of themselves. Paul also understands how hard it is to be a Christian, especially when you're surrounded by a lot of people who are not. He reminds the Thessalonians to stay focused on their goals, which are to please God, to control their behavior, and to love one another. Are not these our goals as well? Have we not felt that we have lived well in the eyes of God, only to find at any given time that we must do more? Are we not facing the same challenges as the Thessalonians of pleasing God, controlling our own behavior, and loving one another? As we continue on in our journeys through seminary and beyond, we also need to remember that humility is a funny thing. Just when you think you have got it, you have lost it.